Her entire head turned. Oh, hey again. Nice to see you. I really missed you.
Hello everyone, this is Minty Foxu and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be playing more of The Letter. And last time we left off, we went on a date with, what's his name? Ashton? Or what? Asshole? Whatever you want to call him. Anyway, I am a fox today. Let's go back to playing the game now. So, the cat's name is Beruthiel? I don't remember why we're talking about a cat, but okay. The cat? Or at least that's what his collar says. Oh, I guess a cat came up to us? But I'm a fox. Well, I guess maybe that's why a cat would come up to us. I don't know, but it's an odd name to give a cat, in my opinion. But it speaks grace, much like the one that carries it. It shows in a way he switches his tail and his eyes follow my hand every movement. I'm not sure what he finds fascinating in me. To be honest, I wasn't the very picture of grace when he found me, after all. It was a bad idea carrying 2 heavy bags of newly bought art materials and groceries without help or a sure ride home. In hindsight, perhaps I shouldn't have bought all these at the same time. I didn't even make it past the park. And now I'm suffering underneath the glaring afternoon sun, hunched up on a park bench and drenched in sweat, in the company of a cat curiously watching my every movement. I hope it stays where it is. It's just a black cat, but back home, they're considered ill omens. Pfft. Isabella! How dare you? I love cats.
Don't look at me like that. I can act graceful as well if I want to.
Oh, I'm looking at you. Not that I've ever acted graceful in my life, of course. Growing up with a rowdy younger brother and sister does that. Or maybe it's the opposite. Mama used to call me a little troublemaker before. Well, graceful or not, there's no use moping. A short breather and then I'm off home. Besides, it isn't the company's bad, even if it's a cat, as long as it doesn't bite or cross my path.
Where's your owner, anyway?
He doesn't have one, doesn't he? He has one, doesn't he? An owner? That's what the collar's for, isn't it? A bandage is wrapped on one of his paws, though. I wonder what happened to it. Isabella, maybe it escaped from the vet. Did he run away? I don't know.
Well, if you don't have one, I won't be able to take you in. My apartment doesn't allow pets.
Now, there's always ways around that. To be completely honest, my first apartment didn't allow any animals, and I still ended up with chinchillas and a dog and a cat. And they never found out, luckily, but oh my god, yeah, I don't listen to those rules, apparently.
I tried to bring one home before. A cat. Not black, of course.
Isabella, don't be racist.
And Rebecca threw a fit before the landlady could.
I never liked Rebecca. I take a small packet of sweets from one of the bags beside me and pop it open. As I'm about to put one in my mouth, he meows. Give him some. My hand stops.
Do you want one?
Yes, of course he wants one. He doesn't meow again as I'm expecting him to, but takes his unblinking gaze as a yes. I shift the piece to my palm and hold it out for him warily. He sniffs at it once, twice before. Beruthia. Oh, was that McCull? Yeah, I knew it. It's that lady. I noticed from the accent. Like a good, properly trained cat, Beruthia responds as soon as he's called. Oh, I like that name, actually. Recognition comes as soon as my head snaps in the direction of the voice. Miss McCullough's hard to miss, what with her height.
I'm sorry. Did my cat hurt you?
No, but does he often hurt people? Now I'm concerned.
Miss Santos, was it? I'm surprised to see you here.
Yeah, outside of expensive houses.
Nice to meet you again, Miss McCullough.
Were you harmed in any way?
No.
I'm sorry. Beruthiel's not exactly fond of other people. Even ran away from the veterinarian right now.
Oh, really? He gonna bite me?
Oh, no. He was just sniffing my hand earlier.
My Beruthiel's a she.
I'm sorry, I didn't check. I'm not that kind of... No. She? All this time, I thought... The pause in conversation, if this can be called for one, is uncomfortable. We're merely 2 people working different jobs for the same client. Frankly, a meeting like this doesn't happen a lot, and if it does, simple noddings of head is enough. Still trying to be friendly wouldn't hurt, right? Talk about her cat, talk about her job. I like the cat, we're gonna talk about the cat. I keep my tone cordial and warm.
I'm actually surprised you have a cat, Miss McCullough.
And why exactly is that? There are a lot of people who have pets.
Don't Oh god, now it looks like she's scowling at me. It was a compliment.
Yeah, but not a black one. I'm amazed you're taking care of one.
Why? Isabella is so racist. My god.
I don't understand what you're trying to get at. Is there a problem with my cat?
No! Oh god, Isabella, we picked the wrong option. We probably should have just talked about her job.
No, not at all. She's very sweet. Just in other cultures, aren't they a sign of bad luck?
Back at home it is. My grandmother used to tell me stories about it. And that's why they end up at shelters. So you should never just pick on other animals and not like them because they're a different color. That's racism, Isabella.
Nothing has happened to me so far.
Displeasure is evident on her face. Oh, I fucked this conversation up. It's okay, I don't need to be your friend. Oh, of course, I've forgotten that for other people, black cats are an omen of good luck. There you go again, running your mouth, Isabella. I rack my brain for a way to remedy the situation, but she holds out a hand.
This is a good place to stop and end this conversation, don't you think so?
Oh, she hates us.
It is good to see you again, Santos.
Damn it. A complete dismissal if I've ever heard of one. Oh, I thought talking about the cat would be a good idea. Like, I wouldn't have done that, but yeah. I watch her as she leaves, though she stops shortly before crossing the threshold separating the park and the street. She faces me again, looking like there's something she has forgotten to say.
By the way, about the Ermengarde mansion, with my clients, it's the rights, I mean, I hope you don't mind me asking, but has the deal been finalized?
It has, but you seem very concerned, like you want nothing to do with that mansion now.
There's still a few papers they need, but the house is more or less theirs now.
She's like, thank God.
Thank you. That's all I needed to know.
Wait, about the mansion. The
letter, the same one they saw. I'm sorry, guys, my dog is barking. Whoever she isn't asking for help. Someone. I want to tell Miss McCullough that the urban legends aren't just legends anymore. They're real. She's not going to believe me.
Don't mind me. I need to go too. Have a good day, Miss McCullough.
I hastened to pick all the bags I've left on the bench and ran as far as my legs could take me. In that moment, what I'm carrying in my hands weighs far lighter than the overwhelming guilt trying to consume me. Home. I want to go home. Anywhere. I won't be reminded of the house, of her, of my own cowardice. The food tastes less appetizing tonight. A pity. Ooh, there's like a cross-out shirt on my... I don't know. Getting distracted here. One would think that someone who would be a continuous binge of instant noodles would find a home-cooked meal enjoyable. But it isn't. Hunger isn't what's gnawing at me tonight. Neither are my sore muscles. The TV runs loudly in the background, but what it says barely registers in my brain. It's hardly when the things you're trying to forget keep returning to the forefront of your mind. It distracts you, eats at you, devours you. I wish this would stop. I wish I wasn't the one who picked it up. I wish it was somebody else.
In other local news, a woman was found dead in her home yesterday evening.
Oh, I guess we hear that now.
Luxbourne police officials are currently investigating the crime scene, but has classified the case as homicide.
Huh?
The victim, identified as Rose Pamela Cooper, 33 years old, working as a real estate agent.
Oh my god, are you serious? Rose is dead? No. No. I knew people were gonna die, but I didn't expect it this soon. Could I have prevented Rose's death or something? She's the first to die because was she the first to see the letter? I don't know. Oh my god. Rose?
Discovered lying in a pool of blood in her two-bedroom flat with the words "Help me" repeatedly written on the walls.
I liked Rose! Originally I didn't, but I liked her, and oh my god. Brutally killed. Another victim by the Anselm Butcher? Help me, help me. Oh my god! Isabella, how the hell did we not know about this till the news? No. No. This isn't what I wanted. This isn't supposed to happen. None of this is supposed to happen. No one's supposed to die. Those are just stories, right? Legends? That's what everyone kept telling me. So why... Immediately, I rush to my study table in search of my phone. My hand, cold from dread, clings tightly to it as soon as it touches the edges. I fold a piece of paper, the letter lying unassumingly beside it, slips to the floor when I pick up the device. But I pay it no mind. There are more important things. Right now. I need to call her. I was with her. I was just with her not too long ago. She was okay. No. It isn't right, I'm sure of it. I just talked to her, and a sob escapes me, and hot tears begin to blur my vision. One after another, they trickle, weighted by the very same guilt I refuse to admit. Been carrying from the start, the same one I've been hiding from. The same one that has put the people I care about in danger. My hands shake as I navigate to Rose's number on my contact list. She'll answer, right? That's what she always does. She'll pick it up, tell me to turn down the waterworks, and call me a wuss afterwards.
She'll answer. Please answer, Rose.
Well, to be fair, Isabella, if it was on the news, again and again I dial, whispering, praying, pleading.
Come on, Rose! Don't do this to me! Please pick up! I know you're there, Rose. You're not dead. Please tell me you're not.
This adds to the series of deaths and disappearances that has plagued Luxburn in recent years.
The authorities are currently looking at a possible link with the notorious Anselm Butcher case.
TV runs loudly in the background. A deafening static sounds from my phone speakers, but in my ears I can only hear the screams, her pleas, her whispers. We are not safe. October 24th, Monday. A buzzing sensation jolts me awake. My body still wants to sleep, to forget what I heard, what I saw last night, but it's there nudging and prodding at me. Slowly I become aware of how awkward my position is, and the ache that accompanies sleep in a curled up position the night before. Even if I even sleep at all, the memories are impossible to forget now that Rose is gone. They say it's easier when they say it out loud. Instead, the words weigh heavier on me each time. She's gone. Gone because of me. This kind of kills the mood, guys, but there's a really adorable sheep on her bed. My god, I want that. But, yeah, gone because of me. Gone because of one letter I was too curious to look at. I should have been more careful. I should have just kept my mouth shut. I should have destroyed it before anyone else had gotten involved. I should have. The notification light on my laptop blinks increasingly, mockingly, when I look at it as if it's calling me back to a sense of normalcy. I check it nevertheless, out of habit more than anything. To all BRC employees, in light of the recent events, there will be an all-staff emergency meeting from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Attendance is a must. Company changes, new hierarchy, and policies will all be discussed during the meeting. Everyone is expected to bring a copy of their own attendance logs, sales reports for the last 6 months to be submitted to your respective managers for review. We are expecting everyone's cooperation. Thank you, Joanne Alice Skulls, BRC HR Manager. If this were one of those typical days, I'd happily comply and get myself to our office. Today my limbs just feel heavy. On one hand, going will keep me busy, take my mind elsewhere. On the other hand, the place itself is a stark reminder of what my own fears have cost me. I should just go to work. Yeah, this is hard because if you're in that emotional state, you probably don't want to go to work. But I don't want to seem suspicious, and I might have killed her, and I also don't want to cause Isabella trouble at work. So we're gonna go to work, and they're probably gonna discuss her death anyway. Because staying home, I feel like we're just gonna get haunted or some shit. I don't know. So let's just go to work. Moping won't get me anywhere. This is just like one of those things, isn't it? You deal with it with a smile, no matter how bad things get, and hope for the best. Although my whole body feels like lead and my limbs are sore, I push myself away from the chair and head for the shower. The letter I dropped on the floor last night flutters open as I pass by, unfolding for no one else but for me to see. Every word written on it glares back at me. They sneer. They ridicule. like living beings fully aware of what they have done. With a huff, I pick it up and shove it into my bag, perhaps with more anger and frustration than I'm used to showing. This too, it'll deal with. Somehow, I'll find a way and make things right. I have to, before it takes more people with me, even if I must do it on my own. Papers rustling, telephones ringing, feet shuffling. Overall, today looks like a typical workday at the Briar Realty Corporation. Except it isn't. The air is thick with tension and unspoken questions. No doubt everyone present has already heard about Rose. If they missed last night's reports, they'd likely see it in the morning news, in the papers, or on various news sites on the internet. Everyone is a bitter reminder. In fact, everyone's giving me a wide berth, as though the mere mention of Rose would be enough to trigger something in me. It's appreciated, but it only serves to create a bigger hole in the place Rose has left. After lunch, my boss calls for a meeting. I don't have to look up from my work to know what it is about. He's in a strange, pensive mood today, probably out of respect for a dead colleague. Oddly, I'd appreciate it more if he just shouted at me today. Anything is better.
I'm sure you've all heard of what happened to Miss Cooper. She was a valued member of our team, and she will be missed. There's no date for a funeral, yet, but those who wish to attend, kindly speak with your respective supervisors.
I don't think you even give a shit, do you?
By the way, has anyone heard about our still AWOL staff? None? HR, you know what to do. Santos, a word? In my office?
Ugh, why are you picking on me on such a bad day? At the end of it, I've been given the entirety of Rose's workload, including finalizing the rights papers, and I have been promised an ample compensation for my efforts. I think he's expecting me to be happy about it. Yeah, this guy's a dick. Why would I be happy about my friend dying? I don't care how much money you give me. Instead, I immerse myself in my work. I have to anyway, if I want to forget. Time flies when you do, and by the time I give notice, it's already late. Everyone's already gone, leaving me in the company of a radio and a member of our janitorial staff. I don't even know his name. Rose likely does. She remembers people easily like
The
that.
Luxbon Police Department continues its search for the following reported missing people.
I swear to God, if they took Ash, I'm gonna be so upset. Hold on a second. Missing? Aren't they? Still, I have to check. Frantic, I turn back to my desktop. The loud tapping of my fingers against the keys fills the office for the better part of my shift as I look through everything. The background about the place, its history from the current owners, and the list of employees hired under BRC. And I'm right. Of course I am. BRC may have a lot of staff, they may have a lot of agents hired, but I remember those names anywhere. After all, they're also part of the crew who worked with us in preparing the mansion for the open house. Then the letters. No, that can't be. I hope it's not what I'm thinking.
But Rose is...
Something snaps into place in the fraction of a moment. These people, Rose, the letter?
I need to... No, if it's like this, they still won't believe me. I have to make sure of it first.
Evidence doesn't lie. That's what Ash often says, right? If I have proof, then maybe. I don't want to get my hopes up yet, but maybe there's still a way I can save them. The letter, my phone, papers, anything that will be useful, I grab them all and stuff them in my bag. I can't say, stay here. There's something I need to do now. There's something those people should. The noise cuts sharply through the room, stopping my hands short of cramming a pen into my bag.
Hello? Anyone there?
What is that sound? Someone must have left the printer open again. Right? I may be in a hurry, but I don't turn it off. Another person is certainly going to fit tomorrow over wasted company resources. Most of the time it's Rose who does the nagging, but the clicking of my pen in my hand is a welcome distraction as I search for the said object. Each stride my feet takes also echoes through the empty workplace. I've lost sight of the janitor moments ago, and with being the only one left tapping on my feet against the wooden floor is something I soon learned to appreciate. It doesn't take me long to find it. By the time I turn it off, 5 pages already strewn on the floor, the paper tray having also been left ajar. Sighing, I pick up each of it to put someplace proper. Are these papers gonna say help me on it? But the page that greets me next makes my blood run cold. I knew it. The chill that makes its way up my spine is as numbing as that day in the attic. The sheets crinkle under my tense grip. All I can hear is my breathing as it wraps through my gritted teeth. But before I can gather myself, I take the first steps out. A total darkness suddenly envelops me. Oh, we're doing this again, are we? Would this happen if I had stayed home? I feel like this would happen more likely if I stayed home. And as if hearing everything horrid thought running inside my head right now, something snaps. It sort of grating through the thin veil of stillness that has descended in the room. Every muscle, every bone in my body goes rigid to that sound. Familiar, so familiar now, yet my own treacherous curiosity still presses me to take a careful peek over the cubicle's wall. Fuck that, Isabella, just get out. What is that? It's her? I can't see, like, my screen is too dark. Oh god. It took me a while. I thought, like, her hair was a wall, so I was like, what is that arm thing? But yeah, that's her. Standing in the only exit of the office, a bed facing away from me. She doesn't even need to turn around for me to know it's the same misshapen face, tattered clothes, and unsightly gait. The same person in the attic. I take a step back, the pen I'm holding slips from my hand, and her entire head Oh, hey again, nice to see you. I really missed you. Oh yeah, you're so beautiful. Oh, please, no. Do I gotta run or something? I can't even see my screen. I really need to up the brightness on this thing. I can barely see. I'm hiding under a desk. I feel like I gotta press buttons and I don't know what they gotta be yet, and I'm kind of worried about it. A scream escapes my mouth and I duck under my table as quickly as I can. My heart is pounding hard against my chest. I can hear the bone-chilling sounds of her walk and the weird clicking that follows her, and a telltale squelch of something wet as she walks towards me. Nearer and nearer, and the sounds are slowly getting louder, and the only thing keeping the whimper from escaping me is my hand as it covers my mouth. Someone please save me. Anyone. I close my eyes, muttering a continuous stream of prayers, all while attempting to steady my own breathing. Please, please, please don't let her hear me. What? Wait, what? Oh, shit. No, wait. Oh, wait. Use the spacebar to... What did I do? I didn't even read it. I fucked up, didn't I? I was clicking the spacebar, and I thought I was supposed to hit the red thing, and I don't know anymore. And I think we died. I think she saw us. I am... What's up?
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven.
I fucked this, guys. I just clicked buttons. I didn't even read what I was supposed to click.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us.
You doing that just makes this worse.
And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
The last lines of my prayer have left. All that remains is a hush. None of her footsteps, nor those chilling sounds she makes. Only silence. Is it safe? Another second passes when nothing comes. Oh, shit. I told you guys I wasn't reading, I wasn't clicking. Okay. Damn it. Continue. Can we do it again? Please don't let her hear me. Okay. What do we gotta do? Use the spacebar to stop the pointer at the right? What do you mean at the right? Like over here? I don't know if that works.
Our Father, who art in heaven, give us this day our daily, and lead us not into...
I fucked up, didn't I?
I'm not good at this. What do you mean at the right? Right? Oh! Shit. Oh, shit. Ah, okay, guys, I'm gonna be really bad at this. We're just gonna keep trying until we get it right. Okay. We got this, man. Okay. Got this. Yeah, I know your face. Thanks. Okay, we try again. Why does it have to get faster all the time? Well, I just screwed myself. I just wasted that one. That wasn't even... Okay, we're just gonna fuck up because I obviously don't know what I'm doing here. See, if this was a real life thing, we would have died by now, guys, because I'm terrible at this. See, look, that was easy, and I still screwed that up. Never trust me. Never trust me. Yes! I had to seriously concentrate on it. I was up in the screen and shit. Okay. She didn't hear us. The seconds, minutes stretch out before agonizingly. Is she gone? She should be because I fucking did it right this time. Slowly I open my eyes to take a peek. I don't dare move or make a noise. Oh, thank God she didn't hear us this time. Oh, look at you. You're so beautiful. In the face of such terror, I can only beg, let out silent pleas to whoever is out there. Please, please, don't let her notice. It's okay, she noticed this 8 times before this. I want to live. Hannah! Oh. Are we gonna play as another character now? That'd be cool. Because, maybe it's maybe the game is we've been playing as Isabella this whole time, but because everybody's cursed, we get to play through their, almost death experiences. I don't know, but let's see. It is far too easy to get them to pay attention. Enrapted, they hang on to my every word and to follow my every move. Olive would be stifling had I not grown used to such stares. Most are respectful, some are hostile, if we are honest, and a few downright inappropriate. After all, I am Hannah Wright.
Hannah Wright!
Oh, yes, I am. There is a moment of agitation as a familiar but less than welcome face approaches me with a suggestive smirk on his face. You look like a messed up Ken doll. Of course, I have to keep a benevolent smile and greet him as I greet any good friend. After all, this man can turn heads being famous in his own right.
Officer Lee! What a pleasant surprise. I didn't think you'd have the time to attend tonight's party.
Thanks. He is more of Luke's friend than mine, really, and I am quite sure I only invited his wife. Much like I am only friends with the Chief's Inspector because of Luke. Luke is only friends with Rochelle because of me. Unlike how I treated Lee, however, Luke never hid his animosity for Lee Matriarch. It was an odd sort of relationship where we would have awkward double dates. I don't even recall his first name. It started with an N, I think. I might be wrong. Aside from being Chief Inspector of Luxbourne Police, his wife, Rochelle Lee Vance, owns a general electronics company, fridges and freezers.
Oh, I always have time for my favourite socialite couple. Might I say, you look positively ravishing tonight.
Thanks. It's so welcome. Aren't you married? What the fuck, dude?
I see the husband isn't with ya.
Oh, now I know why you don't like this guy. Dude, what the fuck? The way he eyes me up is enough to make my skin crawl. Dude, you're married. Get the fuck out.
I just wish Luke is here to fend off the more unseemingly of our peers. You know, the ones, men who are just a bit too friendly, staring too long at my assets and getting close to just because my husband is not here. And to think they have the gall to do this at my own party. I know, what the fuck is wrong with these people? In my own house, if I might add. But like any high society woman worth her salt, I know how to handle it with grace and dignity.
I suppose you are looking pleasant as well. Luke's busy with work, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Rochelle isn't here.
Yeah, where's your wife? What the fuck?
A shame. I do hope he isn't causing you much trouble. That husband of yours can be a bit daft sometimes, acting like he's still some young bachelor.
What are you talking about?
The wife sends her regards and her apologies, but something came up with a doctor and she needed to attend to it. You know her, being pregnant and all.
Your wife is pregnant and you're like hitting on me? You are evil. You are a piece of shit. My god. We make small talk. Rather, I'm forced to do so, as he would not leave my side after finding his place there. This fucker, man. Get out of my house. Much to my chagrin, I have I've been extricated from few who flock in hopes of flattering, for I can tolerate them far better than Lee. He is a nice enough person. I adore his wife, who is obviously the brains behind the two. But there is something unsettling about him, and I don't blame you. This guy's a police officer. He's a police officer, he has a pregnant wife, and he's hitting on me even though he knows I'm married. What the fuck is wrong with you? I do not trust him as much as I want to. He regaled to me tales of the Luxbourne Police Department, and a different affair to the unusual gossip I am privy to, and although I loathe to admit it, it's interesting nonetheless. I expect the topic of business to die out quickly, which would be understandable enough due to the confidential nature of his work. But oh boy, was I wrong.
So, wearing civvies, I steal and drive off with one of the police mobiles, right? In the mirror, I see the new tank chasing on foot and screaming about theft.
Where's my husband? He needs to help me right now.
The look on his face was priceless when I parked in the garage.
Go away.
Oh my. You made him chase you all the way home for a prank. What did Rochelle have to say about that?
Yeah, your wife. Rochelle has a strange love and hate affair with Lee. He is a married man who did not grow up past his early 20s, judging by the way he acts. Surprisingly enough, they've been married for a good 20 years. Damn! She put up with you that long, she must be a saint. A lifetime if you compare it to my marriage of 7 years with Luke. I, on the other hand, well, Luke is no Lee. I should be happy about that, I suppose. Although my darling did have his moments.
Hey, the wife pulled my ear and gave me a good talking to, though. Besides, we live in a flat a block away, so it wasn't much of a grand chase.
Weren't you living in a house near the countryside?
Moved for work, you know. Or you probably don't.
No, I don't.
I don't know. I'm a rich, pompous little girl.
But a flat in downtown? I suppose if that's what you like.
Oh, it's horrid. Hate that tiny place, no matter how convenient it can be for work. 55 square yards are not enough when you need to get away from the wife. I wouldn't mind a place away from the city. Even started looking at the ads. I spied an interesting lot, actually. Heard it was finally put up for sale. Or that something mansion, you know the one with all the ghost stories.
Yeah, we bought it. I know what he's talking about. There are really only a few urban legends around here.
The Ermagood mansion?
That's the one. Worthy of a king it is. I'd buy it myself, but Rochelle would only gripe if I brought it up to her. Not to mention all the expenses a place like that will be a real fixer-upper. You also have to find someone willing to work there with how superstitious people can be.
If it becomes a problem, just hire someone to do an exorcism.
Did we not buy the house yet? Is this maybe before? I don't know.
Actually, I do know of someone who could be up to the task.
Oh, maybe that's why they bought it. She thought she could take care of it? I don't know.
You remember the Ludgates party at their Christchurch summer residence?
Of course. It was an excellent soiree. Everything was so classy, too. Such good taste.
Oh, that place was a pigsty until they hired out this interior designer and they turned it into a bloody palace.
Oh, I see. This is where she got her idea from.
She worked for the Exodus for their apartment in Soho too, and they recommended her when we were looking up pieces for our beach house in Porto Colom. I think I have a business card, right?
It's Miss McCulloch, isn't it?
No, I must have left it in my other jacket. Anyway, she's called, what's her name? Marianne, I believe, yes. But truly, if anyone were to get that place in McCulloch, well, they'd be the envy and the talk of the town.
Well, if you put it that way, I might just snatch it up for myself.
Oh, that's why. Well, I guess this is some backstory.
This place was starting to feel a bit small lately anyway.
Sure, a 3-story penthouse might not fit the definition of small for some people. Okay, maybe a lot of people, but it isn't big enough to have grand parties in. As it is, I only invited about 30 people to this one, and it already feels cramped in here. It certainly would be nice if I didn't have to ride an elevator up and down several floors before I can get anywhere else. Well, all Luke's words and not mine. Besides, I have been looking for a good anniversary gift. Luke might like this one. Where is he anyway? October 21st, Friday. Yeah, so this is way earlier. Damn, he looks so young. They both look pretty young. I'm surprised. Luke is dressed to the nines, as he usually is, and looks ready for whatever the day will throw at him. His butler and valet wait as his side, just in case he isn't as ready as he looks. Oh sure, that is normal. What is confusing me is the fact that he is on his way out of the penthouse, considering we won't have anywhere to go until much later.
Where are you going?
I am to attend the Triad Autumn tasting. I do believe I informed you of this 2 weeks ago.
Yes. And might I remind you that I had stricken that off your schedule? Because 1, the doctor told you to stop consuming so much alcohol.
He is an alcoholic. Saw this coming.
And 2, I informed you a few days ago about the open house we are going to attend in its place. I've even found this marvelous interior designer, Mary Ann McCulloch.
It's a 3.5-hour drive to Cardiff. I don't have time for this.
Oh, he angry.
This is like that little party you threw all over again. You don't inform me of it, and you expect me to stay and be a gracious host when I have business elsewhere.
You not nice.
You know how I operate, Hannah. Unless this was penciled in, I am sticking to my schedule.
If I may intrude, the madam is correct. Your physician did insist you moderate your drinking, unless you wish to incur acute pancreatitis.
Thank you, Johannes.
And you did have this open house penciled in last Wednesday morning.
Thank you, Johannes. You sound like you have a French accent.
Bollocks, I don't remember doing so.
Well, you did. While very hungover, in fact.
He did. Moaned about me being too loud, but gave in after some pushing. Perhaps that was a bit too cruel and manipulative of me, but...
Whose side are you on?
Mine, obviously.
Come on, Luke. You promised we'd do whatever I want this weekend.
Gordon Bennett, fine. I am giving this house tour of yours a chance. But if it proves to be a waste of time, I am going to Cardiff, and you are going to take a cab home.
I do not like him. Why are all the men in this game horrible? The only cool one is Ash. He at least bought me taiyaki. What the hell do? You just drink all the time and leave me with people who have wives but look at me and try to hit me up? It's fucked up, man.
Are we clear?
It's just a bit of husband and wife tit for tat, isn't it? Couples have their arguments. Yeah, that's true, but they also shouldn't be alcoholics. Once the honeymoon phase is over, as they seem to call it, reality sets in that you and your partner might not always see eye to eye. Perhaps it's been the years. 7 of them is nothing to scoff at.
I just cannot bloody believe I agreed to this. I was really looking forward to the triad tasting.
Though sometimes I think it's something a bit more than just simple disagreements. I have to stop myself from wondering where we went wrong.
There's always the Triad Christmas tasting in Manchester next month, and that'll only be an hour and a half drive.
Have I been neglectful? Have I offended? Have I acted shamefully?
Yes, but Cardiff!
Certainly, any problem can be discussed. As long as he doesn't turn away. As long as he doesn't turn me away.
Well, there goes my good mood. Are you happy now, Hana?
No. You meanie face. You mean silent defend myself. I'm just gonna shut up, cause you mean to me. I am happy, and I'm sure he will be happy too once you get over this little upset. There's no point in aggravating him anymore, so I keep myself from commenting on the issue any further. A sweet smile and a bowed head, no need to provoke. This is how I cope.
So, when do we leave? Where are we even going?
We're scheduled to leave after lunch for the Ermengarde Mansion. Das ist ja interessant. It's just Deutsch name. Is that infamous mansion, yeah?
Oh, is he German? Yeah? Or, I don't know, what accent is that? Das ist ja interessant. I thought you were French, but you said ja. Isn't that like Swedish? I don't fucking know what language this is, I'm sorry. It's a Dutch name? I don't know.
I have seen it from afar. It's a huge property. Very beautiful if it wasn't left abandoned. Certainly a house befitting lords and ladies of the land.
A house good enough for nobles, huh? It is well known then? I guess that doesn't make it a total waste of time.
Oh, thank God.
Our old sous chef mentioned going there for Halloween last year. We've not seen him since.
Oh, that's promising.
Not that I mind. He made terrible pumpkin soup.
I smile even as they turn their backs to me. The ride to the mansion is quiet while Luke, having stared out the window the entire way, not paying attention to anything around him. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this episode of The Letter. It was quite eventful, and now we're on a new character, and I hope Isabella didn't die because I kind of got attached to her. But yeah, now we're playing as Hana. Hopefully we get to play as the other characters too. That will be cool. But yeah, thank you for watching The Letter. I'll see you again on the next episode, hopefully. And thank you, Minty, Foxu, Papenchu.
She's